Hi!
Hi!
I heard you have a geek tale for me.
Of course I do!
Oh, let me hear it.
So I'm going to tell you about the time we made the DM want to quit D&D because we were that good.
So excited. Let's go.
Alright, let's talk about the setting and the party first. The setting was a homebrew fantasy world called Vendaloria, a world created by our DM. And the party is one Goliath barbarian, one death cleric, former mermaid, one wood elf ranger, one human fighter, no, human rogue, and a lovely halfling monk. And last but not least, my character, Savannah of the String, a mute tabaxi bard that is also a music cleric. So we get to this huge human kingdom, and it turns out that the prince is actually going to become the new emperor of this continent through a marriage and, well, saying it so. Turns out that this prince that is going to become a king and then emperor is our human rogue's brother. And it's a bit of a mindfuck because the human rogue, Keith, he is the closest person to my character Savannah, and they always had a game of trick or treat every time they confront a noble, where they either tricked or treated them to a prank. So yeah, and now we're helping him to prepare for his big wedding and coronation as emperor, and we're all shouting from the top of our lungs. Well, not Savannah, she's signing at the speed of her hands that this is a bad idea. It's going to be attacked. This is not a safe area. You have too many enemies. You broadcasted this too much. And how the heck are we going to protect them? Fine, we have like a week to plan, to plot, to strategize, to keep an ear to the ground for the underground movements of various cults and thieves guilds and stuff like that. And Savannah spends so much time and effort inside the temple where the ceremony is going to be held to create glyphs of warding. And glyphs of warding, there are various kinds. There are quick ones that can go, boom if someone touches your precious treasure chest. Or there is this one, which is 24 hours, which creates a sanctuary. So it's an area where nothing fiendish, celestial, or anything that you deem you don't want the inside, this protective barrier, it won't come in. Unless you have like a wish spell, and that's high level in D&D. Okay, so everything is prepped. Everything has been kept secret. All the players are in position. We know the big bad is gonna come. It's not a question, it is a knowledge. And the ceremony begins, we're all sweating bullets, the characters, the players. It's just this bubble of anxiety. And the ceremony begins, things happen, small things, things we have to keep an eye on. Whoa, did he just move? Did they just do that? Okay, no, that's not dangerous, they just sneezed, no worries. But then, of course, the big bad comes. And he is just chilling in the pews with the guests. And it's like slow clapping. Humorously after the actual wedding ceremony has commenced. And it's like, Yeah, that's cute. That's adorable. Gonna make that pointless. So the first thing he does is he snaps, and our death cleric vanishes, and we have no idea where she went. And when you sort of strategize too much, it's like, oh no, no, that pillar just disappeared. That safety pillar just disappeared. And now we're on wobbly ground. But we kept the most important people inside the protective barrier and just kept on attacking. And he used the crowd against us. He was such a high level compared to us. I think several times a couple of characters dropped to 0 and had to come back. And we get to see what happens to the Death Cleric. The Death Cleric here, she was stuck in a jail cell, or like a sort of closed off room, to actually become a sacrifice in a ritual underneath the temple. But she's a badass. So she manages to kick and punch and do her magic-y stuff and, well, survives and actually stops part of the ritual. So the big bad's secondary plan is foiled, and he doesn't even know it. But the thing is, she's still stuck there, and it's dangerous, and she's desperate to come to us. So what does she do? Well, if you don't know, in D&D, clerics have channel divinity. And if you roll a percentile die, which is how many percent it takes to manage something, in her case, you have to roll below your level. We were level 9, so she had to roll below 9%. The odds, not in our favor, but she did it. And her goddess of the dead came and opened a door for her. And she managed to join the party, but at that point, the big bad was in such a bad state that he was mocking us, and he was like, okay, I've done enough damage in my way. I think I'm just gonna leave. And just when he's about to do a, I don't know, dimension door or something like that to teleport away, it's my turn. I don't know what to do. I don't have anything that can stop him. I don't have a counter spell or anything left. But I do have channel divinity, because I'm also a cleric, a bard cleric. And the DM was like, yeah, you can try. If you do, I'll just quit D&D. Like, if you manage to do it, I will quit D&D. Well, I did. The big bad snaps, and nothing happens. And our DM just said, that's it. That's the end of the game. You won. Like, I give up. And I have never tasted DM tears so sweet in my life as that day when the party managed to channel 2 gods to our aid, and we kicked the big bad guy's ass.
Wow.
Yeah.
Jeez, what a session. Jesus.
It was amazing. Like, we had to take like a 2-week break because we had to like digest what we just did. And DM just had to like replot everything because he wasn't supposed to die. Not there, at least.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
What a great story. Follow-up question. Do we know what the big bad was? Like some sort of monster or some...
The big bad was a powerful cultist We think a lich. We still didn't get all the information about him, but he was a pain in our ass. That's what he was. Yeesh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. What a story. Thank you so much for joining and telling us this great story.
Thank you for having me.
Well, I look forward to hearing more stories and geek tales from you and lots of other people. Thank you very much.
Thank you. And if you want to see more of my things, even illustrations of Savannah and the others, you can check me out at Just Shin or just.shin on Instagram, and justshin.com is my website.
Thank you.
Thank
Very
you.
good. Thanks,
Bye.
bye.